Hi, my name is Paul Damon, lifelong resident of Ipswich, commercial clam digger for 47 years. Got my first license after I graduated high school, and here we are. Labor of love, still doing it, questioning the 3A sanity about this. We've already lost the river once, the Ipswich River, from the Division of Marine Fisheries due to pollution factors. We're trying to reverse that, but we, as in the people, along with some state help, we're trying to reverse that. But with the addition of hundreds and hundreds of new housing, I mean, everybody's got to flush their toilet, and it's not getting shot up into space. It's got to go somewhere, right? So I'm definitely not in favor of 3A, and I don't see how anybody in their right mind could be, other than a developer or perhaps somebody who runs the town that needs extra tax dollars. So in my opinion, the reason why the Division of Marine Fisheries has closed the river, and this was a permanent closure, I've never heard of that in all my life. Previous closures have been from red tide or a pollution spill that the flats would get closed temporarily, only to be resolved by the town and good working hard men and women to resolve the issue, and then the flats get reopened. This is different. And the state's reason for closing the river permanently is the wastewater plant, the overflow pipe that spills out into Greenwoods, which is a part of the Ipswich River. They felt that they had to expand it. This was in their words. We have to expand the red zone, which therefore we feel it's not safe for human consumption, so therefore we have to close it. We all find that to be nonsensical, but if we're going to go by that theory, how on God's green earth do we pass 3A, where potentially 700-800 new homes or condos are going to be added to the very fragile infrastructure of this town? If the flats are closed for pollution, what's next? Are the kids going to allow to go swimming there? Can we go fishing there? What if we eat a fish? Are we all going to die? I mean, it's just, you can't have it both ways. And if we have to go by what the town or the state, for what the state is saying, then this only compounds the situation. So my opinion on the water ban that's just been issued by the town of Ipswich is fair, I guess. It usually comes later on in the season, but here we are with a severe water ban due to insufficient water from rainfall. Yet we have 3A, which, if it passes, will add hundreds and hundreds of new housing to this town of Ipswich. Everybody still has to flush your toilet. Everybody has to do their dishes, wash their car, whatever it may be. That's only going to add much more pressure to the infrastructure, to the water of it itself, and it's got to go somewhere. I just can't say this enough. It's not getting shot up into space. It goes through a water purification plant system, and the overflow gets pushed out to the Ipswich River. And that's already under stress as it is. I see septic trucks down there pumping it out down at the town wharf, and there still is an overflow issue. So, you put more people in a boat, it's only going to sink. It's the same situation, and we're just butting our heads up against the wall. This should not be an issue. So Ipswich has always been a clam town. I've been here my whole life. My parents, my grandparents, always known that Ipswich as a blue-collar working town, clam industry, clam town. And we've come a long way since the Clean Waters Act in 1972 passed by Congress to keep these waters clean. And now it seems like the powers that may be who want 3A are going against the Clean Waters Act for a few bucks. Ipswich is a clam town. This affects clam diggers, it affects clam dealers, it affects restaurants, it affects the restaurants, the people who come to buy clams from all over the place to buy world famous Ipswich clams. That could all come to an end with the overflux of hundreds and hundreds of new condos. This is just beyond asinine. It just makes no sense to do this other than follow the money. And so to say that 3A will not have any effect on shellfishing in the Ipswich River, Plum Island Sound, all throughout Ipswich is quite frankly preposterous.
She's very thin, really.
So I think I'll end this by saying if you are not in favor of 3A, you really need to do more than just talk about it. You need to be at the Ipswich High School, 7 p.m., May 13th, and stay to the end. It's extremely important. Our future really depends on your vote. We must defeat this nonsense.